That's what the state controller's office is saying about some of the expenditures by a SUNY board, all things that you helped to fund. According to the controller's audit, about $4 million of spending was considered questionable. Pat Bailey tells us tonight a lack of oversight is to blame.
One could question whether spending for dues and alcohol and other things truly accrues to the benefit of the Research Foundation and the university's mission.
And that is just the tip of the iceberg of what the state controller's office considers questionable spending of overhead costs by the Research Foundation of the SUNY system. The money in question came from federal grants supposed to be used for research. The controller's office shows a former official at the Research Foundation in Buffalo, Edgar Turkle, used the leftover grant money for himself, purchasing hockey tickets, throwing a birthday party for his wife, and taking his family on an overseas trip. To top it off, the people who okayed his expenditures were his own staff.
I have never seen subordinates improving the travel vouchers of their superiors in all of my years of working as an auditor. It's highly unusual, and it certainly speaks to a very lacking control environment.
Now, in case you're wondering who oversees the Research Foundation here at SUNY, it's the Chancellor's office, Nancy Zimpher, the Chancellor who, by the way, was mentioned in that audit as having questionable spending habits as well, including $13,000 for alcohol.
Is she just as guilty as other people?
That's an interesting question. It is the Chancellor's account. We didn't cite anything illegal about the expenditures from it, but we question whether these monies that are recovered as overhead should be spent in this manner.
But the Chancellor's office disagrees, saying the Research Foundation has its own board of oversight. They also claim the expenditures questioned by the Comptroller, including $13,000 for alcohol and a membership for the Chancellor to the private Fort Orange Club, were all justified overhead costs of doing business. In Albany, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.
So where does this investigation go from here, and will you ever get any of that money back? Pat Bailey tries to answer that question tonight at 6:30.